Hey guys, eNtaK here. Welcome back to Fortnite. Today I'm back in the action once more because someone left a very interesting comment on another video that I thought would be worth exploring in a video. And it was them requesting me to show the safest places to land. Now, you guys might have your safest places to land, and if you have something different than what I say in the video, leave it in the comment section below because there might be some spot on the map that most people don't even know of to go to get really great loot. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top safe places to land that have really good loot, and we'll make another video in the future about like specific loot paths and stuff, but I'm going to show you some spots that I like to land today that I have found to be very rewarding, specifically a couple locations that people seem to land that are really easy to dispatch and take care of. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Once again, check out the description below because there is a form in the description below where you can submit your epic battle royale clips to be featured in a highlight series. Also, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you guys will be aware of when I first put out a Fortnite video. Let's go ahead and get into the action. Alright, so the first place that I'm going to talk about in today's video is what I like to call the treasure map location. It's right here, this area right here. Above Flush Factory, there's a big massive tree here. This is where you went to find the treasure map that you find at Dusty Depot in week 1. And this area is really nice because it actually has a ton of chests. There's sometimes are 2 chests on this big tree. There's 2 chests in the house right here. There's a chest back here in this house as well. And so we're going to be landing here today. I'm going to show you where this is. It's pretty easy to get to, and it's a safe location. And like I said, usually the people that go here are really easy to take out. Now, this tree right here, you see this big tree, usually has like 2 chests on it sometimes. Usually 1 most of the time, but sometimes there's even 2. And so you can land there if you want. I generally like to just go straight into the houses, so that way I can, yep, there's a chest there actually. And there is no chest up here. But it's generally up at the very top up here. But this location has all kinds of good loot. And so it's very worthwhile to loot this place and try to get everything out of here before you leave. And let's just try to survive if we can, so I can get whatever this guy has and whatever he's going to be looting in that place. Because there's also generally a chest in the barn too. And so you can see it's usually up there. There's almost always a chest in that barn. Shotgun on the roof of that area as well sometimes. Let's see if we can dispatch this guy real fast and take whatever he's got, because he looks like he's the only other person that landed here. He did not go in here. Where is this guy? So let's go ahead and place this down. Get this real fast. Some shield pots. Let's drink up the shield pots. I have no idea where this guy is. Did he go in the house or what? I'm just gonna drop this actually. I hear him building. He's inside the house. Generally 2 chests in here, like I said. Oh, look at this guy. Peekaboo, dude. He's got a shotgun. So, just got an epic shotgun. That's nice. Didn't even loot the chest that was here. All right. Oh, he actually had 2 shotguns. What? That guy didn't even take a shot at me. It's kind of strange. So I'm just gonna walk you through this little loot path that's right here. So these chests right here. Like I said, there's generally 1 on 2 in this house, 1 in the barn, 1 up there at that place, and like I said, there's usually stuff up on top of here that you can get. There's an ammo box right here. And then there is also 1 back. There's some ammo back there. And then if you continue on with this little loot path that I like to set up, if you go, let me bring up the map real fast. If you come this way past Shifty Shafts, there's a house here that usually has stuff. There's some boxes, some chests in Shifty Shafts. It's a very worthwhile little loot path to go to. And like I said, there's like hardly anybody that ever lands here. It's a very safe place to go. Okay, so the next place that we're going to go to is right here by Pleasant Park. There's a house right here that generally has a chest in it, sometimes 2 chests in it. They've changed this house actually a couple times in terms of the look of it. And then also there is sometimes a chest on top of this hill and this hill and this hill. There's some stuff in Haunted Hills, which I don't usually go back there, but that's a very safe spot to land as well. But this house right here by Pleasant Park is a pretty safe location to land, and I'll show you the kind of stuff that you can find there here in a second. Now, the nice thing about this place is that it's right by Pleasant Park, and so generally there'll be like one winner out of Pleasant Park, and then you can take their loot. Everything that that person has looted, you can grab. And so it's a fairly nice spot to land. So you see those trees right over there on top of that mountain? Usually there's a chest in there. There's usually a chest down here and a chest up on top of that mountain where that little stone structure is. And so, like I said, this house generally is a pretty safe spot to go to. There's also a house back here behind this hill that you can go to that usually has a chest in the barn as well. It's a nice little loot path with not a whole lot of opposition. Like, there's nobody around me right now. And so it's just generally a good spot to go to get some basic loot and maybe even some chests. I can hear a chest right now. Let's just go ahead and pop in here. Here's a chest right here. Got a nice little burst. Sometimes there is a chest back here behind. Yep, there's actually a chest there. I couldn't even hear it because I was talking too much. Okay, nice. We got a blue AR right away. We got a shotgun. We're getting some decent loot. Sometimes, which is really crazy, there'll be a really good weapon right here. Like, I've got a scar. I've got a purple scar there before. It's just obviously random, but it's a pretty decent spot to go to get. This spot is a pretty decent spot to go to get equipped rather easily right off the bat and actually have a chance of getting some really nice chests. And then also, as I stated, if you come out of here, I'm gonna keep the pump. If you come out of here and then head back here to this location in the back, right back there's another house with a barn in it that has a barn that's actually not a house with a barn in it, but there's a barn there that is a pretty safe location to land as well. And like I said, this barn generally has a chest in it up on the top there, and it doesn't look like there is actually a chest there this time, but generally there is one, just like there is in most of these little. Oh, there is a chest there. It's on the other side, like there is in most of these little barns. And so we're gonna get kitted out fairly easily without a whole lot of opposition. Actually, no opposition at all, and without a whole lot. Look at this. Look at this. A whole lot of work. Let's go ahead and throw that down. And now we've got a chug and a nade. That's pretty nice. So you can see, fairly decently looted without a whole lot of work. And now we're prime and ready to go for the rest of the battle for the most part. And I don't think we'll have too much of a difficult time. Look at this! That's what I'm talking about, guys. What the heck? That's my point exactly. This whole little nice loot path can get you geared out really easily, and it's a pretty safe spot to land. Alright, so the next location is actually relatively close to the first location. It's this bridge right here. There's a big, nice orange or gold bridge. I don't know what color it is. It's like gold and orange. And it's right here. And underneath the bridge is generally a chest that's usually there for the most part. There's a bunch of little outposts and houses that you can loot along the way. And then if you make your way across the bridge up to this house right here, this house also will have some pretty good loot. And then you can make your way into Salty Springs. It's a decent little path, but this bridge is generally a really safe location to land. And there's not a lot of opposition. I guess it's kind of a reddish orange more than a golden orange. I like this location. This location is a spot that I used to land all the time when I first started playing the game because it was very safe and there was like nobody here. Now there might be some people here on this run simply because of the fact that we're flying pretty much right over it, but I still think it should be relatively unopposed. And if you come in correctly, you can actually manage to land right on the walkway under the bridge to where the chest is, and so that way you can manage to get the chest before anybody else does. We're gonna be good, actually. We're gonna be fine. And then underneath the bridge, there's also a little, I don't know, a little room, a little area that has some stuff in it too. That's worth going to. Like underneath, on the you can see the chest right there. Way underneath the staircase here. So let's just, hopefully we can land here and look, nobody around. Sweet. So we can go ahead and get this chest relatively unopposed. Also, if you go across the bridge, don't jump off the car onto this because you will sometimes slide all the way down to the bottom of the. Wow, that was like one of the worst chests I've ever got in my entire time playing this game. I don't think I've ever seen a worse chest than that. It's got literally nothing in it. Now, usually under here, down below here, there's sometimes a burst in here or something. I got another shotgun. Wow, this is not a very good run for the loot here. The RNG is not being kind to me this time around. But there's some stuff in here. There's an ammo box in here usually. Wow, there's like literally none of the stuff here that's usually here. This is kind of a crappy run. I'm not giving you a good example of a safe. I mean, it's a safe spot to land, but trust me, there's usually better loot here than this. Okay, there's an ammo box underneath the bridge too that I forgot to get. I'm just kind of showing you the general like little bits of loot that are here. Wow, there's literally nothing here. I don't think there we go. Gosh, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever had this much bad luck in this spot before. Generally, this spot has been pretty kind to me. So yeah, let's get this ammo box down here, and then like I said, you make your way up over the hill over here to the side. Yeah, stupid gate. I forgot I did that. That ammo box isn't even there. What in the world? Seriously. This is crazy. And then, so yeah, you make your way up over this hill right here, and you go to the house that's right there. The house sometimes has got pretty good loot. That is a spot that people do land at occasionally, and so sometimes you go there and there won't be any loot. That's okay, but sometimes you can pick off somebody who's relatively fresh at landing there too. If you do this spot fast enough, there's usually a weapon there. That's a new loot spot that was actually not there in the past when I first started playing the game. And so this is a relatively new loot spot right here. And it looks like we got a nice AR. That's great. I want to watch probably doing that here because there's I'm able to be seen from the house. And then, like I said, after you loot this spot, you can make your way up into Salty Springs, some of the houses around Salty Springs, which will be the next safe spot to land that we'll talk about. There is a chest here that no one seemed to... Oh, I'm kind of surprised that no one landed here. So you can land here or the bridge. Generally a pretty safe spot to land. Some ammo here. Let's get this chest. And that will be it for me showing you. Oh, got a disco bomb, a little party bomb. Yeah, so that's it for this little loot run. Like I said, you can make your way up through this area to Salty Springs. Just be aware that obviously this is a pretty hot spot. Salty Springs is also a hot spot. Oh, I should manage to say too that this house right here is the last spot on my little loot path that I go to, but it looks like somebody has already hit it up because that was already there. And so there's generally a chest up here, shotguns underneath, ammo all around. Yeah, somebody's already been here. So yeah, that's my little loot path for right there. It's a fairly decent one, and somebody forgot to grab the shotgun. Like I said, there's almost always a shotgun like right there or underneath there. All right. Okay, like I said, the next safe spot to land is right here by Salty Springs because this area actually has quite a bit of stuff that you can loot. I'm just picking back up where we last left off. But if you hit up this barn, that house, or that house over there, these are all very safe locations that like barely anybody ever goes to. And the people that I have fought here, that have gone here, have been really easy to dispatch. And so generally this is a pretty safe spot to go and a spot that I frequent very often for getting some quick loot really quickly. Usually an ammo box right here. Hopefully I can continue on with this and none of these spots will be looted. So this house, that barn, this house, and I think there's also another house over there that I go to sometimes. But these are all very safe spots to go to. Usually unopposed when you first start out in the match, but keep in mind of where you did land, as right over there is a very hot contested area and a spot that you should be very weary of. So let's go ahead and chuck these real fast, get these up. I don't know if I want to keep that disco bomb, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to keep that. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm actually going to grab this, get rid of that shield for now, and then after you loot this spot, there is a little lodge that is right there that has some loot usually too. Those areas are actually usually pretty good to go to get some nice loot. Another chest in this house. You can see that every single one of these houses can have a chest, and so it's very worthwhile to come to these spots because you can always get something pretty good. Do I want that? Do I want that? I don't want that. I don't want that right now. Yeah, so that's it for this other little loot path, other than hitting up this lodge. As I said, generally has something good. I usually find shotguns in these things, some SMGs, but shotguns are like the #1 thing I usually find in here. And so this is another really good loot location for kind of early on in game. Looks like somebody, no, I don't, there's just nothing spawned here. So yeah, that's it for this little loot path as well from Salty Springs, on the outskirts of Salty Springs. Alright, so the next spot that I like to go to is containers. This is a nice spot to land, and generally there's not too many people who land here, but the bus went right over it, and so there is a guy who's landing here. But then I saved this for the end as well, because there's like 8 chests in this location, and there you can generally get pretty well kitted out very early on without much work at all. This guy, I think, got a weapon right away, so let me chug these real fast. I don't want to get killed by this guy right away. Oh shoot, he's gonna have the drop on me. I'm gonna go up here because generally there's something up here. Nice. Alright, sweet. Shotgun time. Let's see if we can get this guy and get everything that he's been collecting. Chests everywhere. He got 2 chests already. Yeah, this spot usually has tons of chests. It's a very decent location to go to. This guy's moving quick. I don't even know what that was just then. Oh, come here, dude. He trapped himself in. So yeah, I like going here because there's tons of chests, and you can really get kitted out pretty quickly in this spot without a whole lot of opposition. And this guy just did all the work for me. Went around and got all the chests. Actually, I don't know if he got all of them. So let's see if he did or not. Because there's generally some chests up high too. Did you get that one? There's no chest there this time, actually. So yeah, this is a very nice spot to come to if you're looking to get geared out pretty early on. And like you saw, you can jump from pretty high here without taking any damage too. So yeah, that's my last location that I like to go to, containers. It's a pretty good area to go to, and you can walk away with quite a bit of loot. Oh, I should also say that when you're done there, if you come right down here, there is so many trees here that you can walk away with tons and tons and tons of wood really early on in the match, and that will definitely help you out later. So definitely hit up this forest when you leave that location. And then there's a couple things scattered about. Nice, a shield pot. Let's go ahead and get up the 100 with that. Yeah, so just a really nice little area to go to. A decent little loot path in terms of like collecting some basic things as well as a lot of resources early on. Alright guys, well that's it for my safe places to land. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think about the locations. If you have another spot that you like to go ahead and comment that below. I'd love to hear your spots. Hopefully things are going well for you in your life. See you guys in the next one.